starting out with the Red Panda, and I think I may have in some of my as I'm doing the build series, I may have accidentally called this a koala. I don't know why I did that. There we go. Maybe because from here he kind of looks like a fox or a koala or something like that. But this is the Red Panda. And wow, actually, when you look at the source material for Red Panda, especially from the tail perspective, and you see that it's got kind of, I guess if this was more of a reddish brown, probably be a little bit more appropriate. But some of them have quite a bit of orange in there. Something like that, maybe burnt orange. I don't know, but ultimately, this does look almost exactly like a red panda, which is really amazing. And then, of course, that would make a lot of sense because there is this like a cherry blossom tree that would be in Japan, and go figure. We've got the red panda from Asian cultures, which is phenomenal to have. So. And with this, of course, you gotta have a little tree branch. The only thing is he can't grip it. I don't know. Oh, maybe he can't. Oh, wait. He can grip it. There he goes. Boom. Just like that. So before we get a little bit more into the koala, here's the instruction booklets. You get all three. You get the butthole tiger himself, the majestic tiger, the poi fish, and then the red panda right there. So I started with the red panda. I've been putting it on display for a little while, and then I'm going to break it down before I build the fish, and then we'll go with the finale with the majestic slash butthole tiger. Really, I think overall the build experience was a little tricky. One of the things about starting with the red panda, just as a word of warning, so if this cute guy right here is the one you're gonna start with, just be careful, because and maybe do some sorting of the parts, because I had a really hard time, because there are, as I kind of go through here, there are 755 pieces, so just south of 1,000 pieces. And one of the things that happened was that it really became kind of tedious hunting and pecking for all the parts in the red panda itself. So taking a look at it in a little bit more detail, let's look at this. Look at that cute face. Oh man, just some really good detailing using those tile half circulars. Oh, it's getting dirty already. I really like how they use the outward curves. The eyes are really cute. The ears do move a little bit, not too much. The head moves side to side. There's the kind of the mechanical ball, which is really, it's that white is nice. This is interesting to kind of have that red striping. It doesn't really look great from the top side of it into this way. But as soon as you kind of go from this angle, a little clunky right there. So anytime you kind of need like an angle like this, and these are very posable and movable. Hello. Like that. The same thing on this side. And then what is that? The red panda butthole. There we go. There's even pink inside there. The only thing about doing that is then it makes it harder for the tail to move around. It does kind of max out. It should go down a little bit further, but that's where it ends. So, hello. I should have put a red dot in there. Shoot. Maybe I got one. I don't know. Do I have one? No, I don't see one easily attainable. But, so if you want to make it a true red panda, put a little red hole there. So... last but not least, let's kind of go into some of the accessories. They're pretty nice, and this is probably my favorite of the build experience. These are going to be great parts for down the road. And there were some of those as well on the face. So it's that rock work that's going to be really nice for some mocks down the road if I ever do like an icy planet. Or just have like a wintry scene or something along those lines. These are really great to get. And you have mini buttholes in case. And then doing kind of a black tree I like how there's some extra detailing in here. Those are all really great parts to get. So I'm really happy there. And then, of course, getting a tree branch is appropriate for this build. So heading up next, we will click into the fish build, and it looks like there's even like a little bit of a side lily pad as well to go with that. Welcome to part 2 of the Majestic Tiger Set 31129, and this is the second alternate build. So first again was the Red Panda. Now we have the koi fish, which is an absolute stunner on this one. It actually wouldn't be bad to have an extra just to do this. In fact, I think even you can get a deal by the end of the year. This could get replaced, although this is such a popular set with the anatomically correct butthole tiger that we may see this set continue to stay in stores for a while yet, maybe another 6 months to a year. So here we go. This is the cute guy, the koi fish itself, and I will say this is a pretty enjoyable build. I mean, there was obviously each side you kind of have to repeat, right? Because it's basically the same fins, same setup on pretty much every side here. So from the eyes, the fin, the scaling here, all is the same on both sides. It's the only repetitive side, although you do build this fin right here twice, but it's just really cute. I could see somebody creating like almost like a fake underwater scene or something like that, or getting multiple of these and making like a really big, like a true koi pond. That would be insane to get like 4 or 5 of these, and then you'd have a whole bunch of these essentially, and you could kind of have them all around and maybe create some clear or bubbles, or you could do all sorts of stuff like a true pond. So maybe stay tuned. One of the brick cons, maybe somebody will do that. But as I was building, that you start in different sections. So let's grab the instructions here, which are really beautiful. There's not much on the back, just kind of go over the 3-in-1s. There's the end result. But essentially, they say you use all 4 bags. That's the one thing I will say as I'm building this set, is that it's been hard to hunt down pieces because it uses just some pieces from all of them. So unless you're starting with the full tiger, it is a little bit problematic. But essentially, you start with the head, you work in, there's 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th section plus tail, essentially to complete the build. And overall, again, it was pretty easy. It was enjoyable. Definitely well less than an hour to sit down and build this, as long as your pieces are not like all over the place, which becomes tough because there's lots of little parts here and there, right, that could trip you up. But some of the things I really liked about it, I love these angles that it achieved. And again, this kind of talks through like when you want to make like a curve or like an angle, to use those the rotational pieces is kind of like a great move. And so I think this is smart design across many different, this has a lot of implications. You can kind of create this angle. That's really fantastic. The other thing I thought was really cute, that they have this little mouth, I should say, right here. That's kind of fun. And then to have these whiskers really kind of made it, and it really matched a lot of the design of the fins, which are very posable, movable, all that kind of stuff. The head has a little bit of movement, not a ton, but just enough that if you, however you want to angle things, will work. And just overall really solid. Nothing moves back here except for the tail. Can kind of come down, but this is pretty neat how that is set up, and things can rotate and everything like that. Here's kind of how it looks underneath. Nothing special, so you should probably, if you're putting this on display, put it on some sort of an angle, or where you can kind of at least make sure you can see that face, because that really adds a lot to the koi fish look. So that's the koi fish itself. It does come with a mini build of this. I don't know if these are like floral flowers that are in koi ponds, but it was really a interesting build with the layered effect similar to a tree, but then using kind of the different petal schemes with those brooks right there. So, and you don't see too many of these pink bricks like that. So there's a lot here, even though it's packed and it doesn't look like much. There's a lot there. So lots of leftover parts. Looking forward to having this koi fish on display for a little while, and then I'll probably go ahead, break it down, and we are headed towards the, of course, butthole tiger. So thanks for this one. We'll catch you in the next part, the grand finale. It'll be the butthole tiger. Dun-dun, dun-dun. It's an anatomically correct tiger, or the butthole tiger. Shame. Blocked that out. So, all right. Since I'm having fun with this thing, it is the 31129 Majestic Tiger finale. This is an amazing 3-in-1. And this is of course the finale for it. So here is the instruction booklet for the full build, and let me set this one behind here. Let's see, let's kind of go through it. Kind of talks through, it's a pretty thick building instruction. You can see from previous videos I did a part 1, 2, and then a finale for 3. So here's, you can go in order. It's a little bit easier. I actually went out of order. I did the Red Panda, the koi fish, and then finished with the tiger, and that is difficult because it mixes up the bags. So before my videos, even after I did the whole, I've got to, hold on, we've got to add these guys. This is in there too. So you do that kind of towards the end here. So after you finish the head, then you've got to do, then they do the whole parrot, and that's a kind of a cute little scene. We'll get to that in a second. We'll go over it. And then here's the parts list. Let's see. Oh, it does go over, and it says, a tiger's stripes serve as camouflage in the tall grass and bushes. The colors and spacing vary between subspecies. No two tigers have identical stripes. There we go. Really cool stuff. The tiger doesn't often roar, but when it does, it can be heard up to 1.9 miles away. Dang. So 2022 is the year of the tiger. So maybe, that's kind of a clue for other things. Just look at the wide range of parts, and that's it for that particular. Looking at the side build, it's pretty cute. I will say it's a nice little tree that you get here, and it's kind of like a waterfall scene with some of these the flowers right there, another tree, and then the bird, kind of the parrot, type thing. I really like how they have that built out. It actually has some moving features to it. It moves around, so it can be posable for anybody to kind of play with, or for setting up your display however you'd like. So I'll set that to the side here, or set that to the back, and let's just look at this monstrosity. I mean, this thing is just, it's really intense. Looks great from pretty much any side. So the front, whoa, I'm almost gonna knock my box over here. The front is really menacing. I just love how they kind of did the eyes. These eyebrows you can kind of pose some of these things. Some pretty neat things. You can kind of move the ears around. The techniques that they used. The other piece is that this is 1, 2, 3 joints per leg. So that is really good. It's the same on either side. Just great. I mean, the stripes are great. Look, even the detail from the bottom is pretty good. It's just kind of a white underbelly. And then you just saw how it looks from behind. It is the butthole. There you go. Maybe I can put a brown piece there. Maybe it's pooping. I don't know. So, but that is the tiger. Some of the just crazy things is that these are printed pieces up, like these parts right up in here, in here. These are all printed, but these are not prints. I thought at first that these were going to be almost like prints, but it really wasn't. And the technique, probably the most amazing part of this entire build, was the techniques they did to make these stripes. It was just something insane. You just don't see these curved pieces very often. I think the last time I saw some of them were in friend sets. I'm sure they've had other sets since then, but I don't see them very often. And then the detailing of the head is just pretty darn amazing overall. Just all the details. And just look, this set is $50. There have been a few deals on it to get it into the $40 range. And look at the difference. This is like a $15. And just the detailing and the sizing of a $50 model. So $14.99, and this one is $50. Now that is 3 times the price. And even if you get a deal on this, and this one you could have gotten for probably $12 too. But just look at the number of joints, how it looks, the detailing, the sizing, just the types of parts. I thought this was a great model, right? Real menacing. Look what they did with the eyes. They're pretty good, but close up, it's not nearly as good. This one's really good from a distance. As you get further away or even close up, it still looks really, really good. And down goes the box. So that's just, I think, the amazing part for this. It's really a feat for design. I think it's probably one of the better design models that Lego has put out. I'm definitely going to keep it on display somewhere. I'm really glad that I got it. It was high on my list. Who knows if it'll retire? This one could definitely retire. I don't know. If Lego is smart, they'd keep this one on the shelf and retire the rest of the lineup and keep this one going for about 2 years if they were really smart. I kind of feel like this one has longevity as just such a model, and you don't need to kind of, get rid of this one at the drop of another wave. But I have a feeling this one will probably retire in spring of next year, maybe summer. So get your hands on it. Black Friday, I think it's on. I've seen some deals out there for this one. Or use it for a double VIP, use it for a gift with purchase. This is one that is well worth loading your cart up with. And, it probably should hold value. I bet you this one will hold its value and sell for $60, $70 aftermarket for quite a long time. It may even jump as high as 80 or 100 at some point. I just don't think there's probably enough rare parts. I don't know, these printed parts could really add the value pretty quick. So you just never know. A lot of valuable parts in here. So this is a great one. That is the finale of the Creator 3-in-1 Majestic Tiger, or the Butthole Tiger, from all the Lego community circles. So thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next 3-in-1 review. Bye for now.